Are you a homeowner considering selling your property and think you only have two options to sell? Meaning you have to either sell it in an as-is condition or you have to invest tons of money in order to sell it traditionally. Well, I'm Suzanne Rocha, and I am here to tell you there's actually three options. One, yes, is the as-is sale, meaning you're selling a property in its present condition. Or number two, the traditional on the other spectrum, traditional sales approach, where you're investing all kinds of time, money, and effort, perhaps even doing full remodels, which can be really, really draining on a lot of home sellers. I'm here to tell you about the other approach, the other strategy, and that is called an as-is plus sales approach. I use this all the time with so many of my clients, and they just love it. I'm Suzanne Rocha, owner and broker of Cal Home. I've been on Bay Area television for many, many years, giving advice and information to home sellers to make them successful in any type of market. And one approach that I often recommend to many people is the as-is plus approach. What this means is that maybe there's some things that you're doing to the property, not all, not full remodels, and not just doing nothing, but doing some things. Now, what are these some things? It could be painting. Maybe there's an area of the floor that is worn out, maybe replacing some flooring or some carpeting. Maybe your landscaping hasn't been taken care of in a long time. Maybe it's getting some landscaping done, planting some beautiful flowers or shrubbery. Maybe it's working on your curb appeal so that when somebody pulls up, they say, hey, I would like to see the inside of that property if it's for sale. Maybe it's doing some lighting, making it look nice and bright inside. Perhaps it's deep cleaning and getting rid of maybe a lot of outdated furniture that can date your home. So as-is plus has been a strategy that has really saved a lot of home sellers a lot of stress, of course, a lot of money, a lot of time. Not everybody has the convenient time or plan to spend weeks, months, sometimes years, I've heard, remodeling. And maybe they need to get to their next property sooner than later. So maybe it makes sense to do a little bit of things. That is the as-is plus strategy. Painting on the advice of an expert, someone to come in, sit with you and say, hey, you have a beautiful property, but it needs this. This is what buyers are looking for in today's market. And if you do these things, you could be looking at a much better return. And it's not spending all that money, all that time, managing projects. And that's what gets people really, really depressed, oftentimes thinking of, oh gosh, do I really want to go through the hassle? And a lot of times people put off selling and relocating, even though they need to, for those reasons, because they feel like they have to undertake big remodeling, do all these big jobs, or they only have the option of selling as is. And as is could work. In many situations, it does work. A lot of my clients sell in an as is condition. But again, you really need to have the advice of somebody that knows your situation, can look at your property, know the market, know how a buyer is going to respond. Look at other details of your property. Where's the location? Does it have views? Is it in a good school district? So that you can add minor things to it to really make it attractive to a buyer in today's market. So consider your options. Don't just jump to, I either have to sell as is or a traditional approach. Talk to an expert. I'm Suzanne Rocha, been helping people for years figuring out their best approach and their best strategy. And I've helped make many people very successful in any market. Thank you. I'll see you next time. You know how to reach me. Subscribe to my channel so you can get good information that is going to help you. And let's talk. Thank you.